All is well. Coming through in the. Is that white? Is that the Archangel White? Is that the? Is that the Archangel White? Is that the Archangel White?
Actually, it's cream.
Oh, cream.
Yeah, it's all white. It's all
cream.
white.
All white cream.
I like your color. Look at your color. Oh God.
Well, I got a little.
You know what I mean?
Decided to put
No doubt.
a little color on today. I had an epiphany coming up to the studio this evening.
Talk to me.
It's actually a bombshell.
Yeah. About.
I'm not sure how you're gonna take it. In fact, I feel like I know how you're gonna take it, but the Migos is the greatest group of all time. Yeah, how about that for a bombshell? The Migos.
Like you heard.
The Migos are the greatest group of all time. Migos. I said it. What do you got to say about that?
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, bombshell. I knew it was a bombshell.
No,
I knew it was going to hit you. Hold on. Let's see how you look. Yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
Let's take it a step back and whoa. Slow down.
And let me be very clear.
Slow
Let me cut
down.
you off.
Slow down, Captain. Okay.
I know the Locks is still out there. I know.
Oh,
It hurts. It hurts me.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. So you're taking it there. You want to?
Now you see where I'm going.
Okay,
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Okay.
And I know the Locks
there.
are still out there. I said what I said.
Right.
How do you feel about it?
I mean, I disagree with you, obviously, but you're entitled to your own opinion, right? But
The Migos, don't that sound crazy?
Well,
I know the affinity and the appreciation you have for the Locks.
So are you saying like the best rap
You
group?
think I'm joking though? That's the thing. You think I'm yes.
Like
Best rap group of all time. You got Wu-Tang out there. You got the Mobb Deeps of the world. You got all time. You even got State Property. You got groups out here who really made noise. You hear me?
I mean, but that's like
Migos. The Migos. Take off.
right.
Straightening. Listen.
Right.
You don't get nothing straight unless you straighten it.
I understand, but
you don't get nothing straight unless you straighten it.
Listen, I think also,
the Migos.
Fam, I think it's a generational thing. I'm 40 years old.
I took that into consideration.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up on the Locks.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like
I hear you. I know this is a bombshell.
yeah,
listen.
this
ain't even what today. This ain't even what this episode is. Kiss and Tea episode 12.
Oh, we rocking and rolling, baby. Episode 12.
Kiss
episode
and Tea
dues.
episode dose.
Yeah, I think so.
12.
Dues.
The Migos.
So
Straightening.
So you're just proclaiming right now they're the best rap group out here.
I am
Out here
and
now or ever.
Ever. EVER. Ever.
I mean,
let me tell you something.
There's a lot of conviction in your voice.
Well,
but go ahead.
okay,
I'm listening.
because I did a lot of convincing of myself,
and they're trying to convince me and the viewers
because I understand.
That's a.
I understand if you're not. If
that's a steep climb,
let
boy.
me tell you something.
You just said the Locks.
Let me tell you something. Because I know who
you
some of these people I'm talking to, including you.
You just said the Locks.
I know. I know. But talking to folks like you,
we've sat in cars together.
Talking to folks like you who are lazy listeners,
who
would consider, because I even heard people consider the Migos mumble rappers. And the only thing I can say to that is you clearly aren't listening. You clearly aren't bending your ear to listen to what these young men are saying.
Right. But I'm not
production.
I'm not disputing none of that. You know what I mean?
Lyrics,
like you just said, I'm not a lazy listener. I'm just not a listener. Period.
The Migos. I'm gonna put you on.
I mean,
I'm going to go on a trek, a journey.
Okay.
To let you know just how the Migos.
Okay.
Just how much.
And what do you?
They are impactful to the culture.
No, I'm not. Listen, if that's the case,
generational,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, if that's the case, yeah, you know what I mean, more power, whatever. But I mean, you didn't lead off with that about who's more powerful to the culture. Is that?
Yeah, I just wanted to get you. I wanted to rile you up. I wanted to fragile. This isn't what we're talking about today. But I just wanted to fragile.
But you just said the best group, man. And you
best
just
group. That's right.
You mentioned the Locks, man. Like, come on, fam.
The best group.
Yeah, I know the Locks is the best group.
Migos.
We both know that.
Oh, listen.
We grew up on that. We grew up on that.
I, for one, will never say the Locks isn't the best group. But what I will say is the Migos is the best group.
Until somebody proves me otherwise.
Oh, wait till we take a road. Listen, I got this all lined up. Wait till we take a road trip. Wait till we take a road trip.
Until somebody get on that stage on Versus. until somebody get on that stage on verses and knock the locks out, then the crown's in their corner. You know what I mean?
That young man said, "I turn a pandemic into a bandemic." What else you need to hear? I turn a pandemic into a bandemic.
I don't know what that is. What does that mean?
See, lazy listener. Lazy listener. I'm
What
going
does
to
that
use this pandemic and while y'all sitting around probably doing little PPP loan scams,
Yeah.
I'm going to turn this into a bandemic. I'm going to get at this money. I'm going to put out this music. I'm going to put out this content. I'm going to put out this work. And I'm telling you, from culture 1, 2, wait till we take this road trip.
You're clearly a fan. You know what I mean? I'm open-minded, whatever case.
I don't like to use that word fan. I still have a thing. I'm a
promoter.
I'm somebody who observes
you
takes notes.
You support them. You like their music.
I support,
you know what I mean? I'm sure they got dope music and all that. This and that third.
Oh, they're the best group ever.
See, you keep going back to that. I mean, just with a, you know what I mean? You like
they're the best group ever.
We're gonna just when we're about to find some common ground.
I know.
I
wanted to push the button a little bit.
They're
the best group ever.
Okay.
Migos.
All right. Okay.
What is that? That's the song.
What is that? No disrespect. What is that?
That's the song.
What song?
Straight. Ain't nothing but straight and straightening. You don't get much straight and straightening. You know that. You bobbed your head to it.
Listen, I'm not. They're probably dope as hell. I'm keeping it a buck. You know what I mean? Like, they probably dope as hell as and third. But I mean, again, you're saying you trying to put me in this lane. You know what I mean? Like, come on, fam. Like, you already know, and you good.
Okay,
I took the bait.
You took the bait.
I surely took the bait.
You did.
I took the bait.
I knew how controversial it would be, especially bringing up the lie. I get it. All right, let's pivot for a second.
For sure.
You actually brought up earlier when we were talking about something you wanted to bring up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was pretty fascinating how you kind of spun it and how we almost started to talk about it. And I said, let's talk about it on the pod.
Sure.
You want to let the viewers know exactly what it was that you were referring to?
Nah, just I was doing some listening, whatever case. I mean, it got me thinking like what are some things that we just think that's self-care for us, but really, like it's really selfish. You know what I mean? Self-care
versus selfish.
Right.
And it got the wheels turning.
Sure. Because I mean, like I think the most popular debate or argument around this, whatever case it is, vice versa. You know what I mean? Folks thinks self-care, things you do, is selfish, but that's not what I'm on. You know what I mean? That's a whole different lane.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
I'm on what I let off with, whatever case. So what are some things that folks think is self-care?
That think that's self-care,
right? That are really selfish.
Do you have an example?
Yeah, I mean, of course, definitely.
Okay,
you know
just give us an example. I want folks to be able to really digest this.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, okay, like self-care, vacation together. You know what I mean? Vacation by yourself.
Vacation's a good thing.
Yeah.
Vacation's a great thing.
I mean, like, you need your pay, you need your time, you need your space, all that, whatever case it be, right?
Okay.
Self-care, I'm going to do my weekend thing. Selfish, I'm out there for 7 days. Alone.
Okay, you're talking solo trips. Solo trip, weekend solo trip, clear my mind, get my mind right.
Hands down.
Dip my toes in the sand a little bit. 3 days.
Yeah.
Maximum.
Yeah, max. I think that's self-care. Taking care of yourself, this and that, third. And, I mean, providing that you got a family and all that, this and that, third, right? You start extending it, past the 4th, 5th, 6th day, 7th day. I mean, that's selfish. You know what I mean?
I think you brought up an interesting element.
Right.
To what you have to, at least in my mind, what you have to factor in when you calibrate self-care, selfish. And that's,
absolutely.
You brought up family. You brought up other people.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Other people you impact, other people that count on you for things,
yes,
other people that you count on for
things.
Sir. A relationship.
Yes, sir.
Yes, right? Sir. We ain't going to put too many labels on it, but there's people that are
yes, sir.
They're around you.
Right.
You're in your sphere of influence. Right?
Absolutely.
Friends, whatever. So, what do you owe them versus what you owe yourself? And I think that's when you start to really peel back the layers, right? Because
that's a damn good question.
Because if you hinge the selfish aspect on other people, then I guess you got to calibrate what maybe their expectation of you
absolutely,
may be, or, you know?
Absolutely, right, absolutely.
And so we got to factor that in, right, when we think about selfish, because somebody could take a solo trip for 14 days, and if they ain't got nobody to account to, nobody to do, that's cool.
That's not self. That would be self-care.
That could be considered self-care, right? But when you factor other folks into the equation, so I just want to frame our conversation to say, okay, selfish is going to entail other folk.
Absolutely. I mean, that's where we're coming from. Okay. Whatever case may be. I mean, we're coming from the position of mac and cheese, the layers.
Mac and cheese it. You got a mac and cheese it. American, Black American culture, by the way. Black American culture, mac and cheese. Let's be very clear. Okay? Just want to be clear. Just want to set that baseline. But to your point, right? We really, because we want to establish foundations, right? And so it leads me to think about me. Like, I couldn't.
Absolutely.
Because it was difficult for me. When you first posed the question, I started to think about others, like what this person. I started thinking about when I scroll through Instagram, what I see people doing that's versus. But I said, no. Dig deep. Yeah. What do you do?
Look into the mirror.
Look at the man in the mirror.
Get your MJ on.
Man in the mirror.
Get your MJ on.
Right?
Yeah. Get your MJ on.
You and I were being completely transparent. You and I used to be some pretty savvy drinkers. Yes or no?
Heavy.
Savvy drinkers.
Savvy
drinkers. We used to get some enjoyment out of getting body. Right? We're just going to go ahead and throw it out there, right? So, now mind you, we probably, between you, I haven't had a sip of alcohol over 5 years. You probably going on over 5 years too.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. At the same time. Yeah. Congratulations on your sobriety.
Likewise.
Which is a good thing.
No, absolutely.
Life has been amazing since then, right?
Absolutely.
But selfishness versus me wanting to, self-care.
Right.
I used to meet you down at the bar thinking that was my outlet. Under the guise of self-care, right?
Yep.
I gotta get away. Right. I just gotta step out for a second.
I need an hour.
Stress. You know I just need to kick it at the bar real quick. Self-care. I gotta get my mind right. Let me grab a drink or 2 or 8.
Right. You see what you said? I gotta get my mind right.
Gotta get my mind right.
With 8 drinks, right?
With 8 drinks. Down at the bar, right?
Yeah. Self-care, right?
And you're saying you're going to escape something. You're trying to, get whatever. But yet you get down to the bar and you the life of the party.
Hell yeah.
Buying drinks for everybody.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Talking to people.
Hell yeah.
Chopping it up with people. Playing pool with strangers.
Ain't nothing wrong with you. You look up, it's a good 2:17 in the morning on a Tuesday.
Right. Oh, we know about that. Right.
Self-care. I need time for myself.
That's about self-care. Tuesday. You done fulfilled everything you wanted to do for that night.
Right. On a Tuesday.
Yeah. On a $2 Tuesday.
Boy.
On a $2 Tuesday. You hear me?
You got to go on an off day, boy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Off night.
Yeah, off nights, man. Come on, man. Thursdays and Fridays, man, their pockets, man, they hit you hard.
Instantly, that self-care, you initially got out the house, maybe under the guise tricking yourself. So how often do we trick ourselves into thinking, yeah, this is self-care, but in all actuality, man, I'm just being selfish.
Yeah,
I'm just being selfish.
And
I feel like that's probably more times than not.
No, absolutely.
Because it's human nature. We're selfish by nature.
Fam, like
self-preservation is us.
I love the fact you said, you know what, I'm not even going to look at. I'm not going to look at external.
Right.
I'm going to take a look at internally. You know what I mean? It's like, as we have this conversation, I mean, obviously, I brought it up. I wanted to know your 2 cents about it, and the viewers, 2 cents about it as well. Like, I'm a isolating dude. In other words, I'm a creature that stays to himself. Whatever case may be. You know what I mean? Like, again, we have to factor certain things in it.
I see where you're going with this one.
You know what I mean? Like, you have a whole wife, a whole 13-year-old, a whole 5-year-old. Kids, I mean, I know you need time.
That solitude is important.
Yeah, yes it is.
It's important. It's important for me. I know what you're talking about.
But when it turns into isolation,
it
becomes selfish.
Isolation from the other parties that are involved.
Definitely isolation. From your significant other, from your kids, this, that, and third, whatever case be. Isolation in terms of not communicating because I'm just not in the mood.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Isolation meaning you can be in the same room with all of them, but not be present, not be there.
I'll be on Mars sometimes.
Mars, Jupiter.
What? What are you talking about?
Absolutely.
What?
Absolutely.
What are you talking about?
Okay, okay, because Mars is good.
Yeah, Mars is okay.
Mars is okay.
Mars is okay. I'm coming back, but Mars is okay. But no,
coming back.
Yeah, and all honestly, that saying the self-care, like I need time to myself. What you do?
When does it run over? Because it's self-care. To go to Mars is okay.
Right. How often are you going to Mars?
And how long are you spending on Mars?
Right. I think that's the question.
That's deep.
If you're asking me, a little too excessive. I mean, I think you got
to pull me back to earth.
Yeah, easy.
I get when people talk. I do like when people call people like a Martian. Like I
understand.
I'm not from here.
I'm not. I'm not.
I'd rather kind of be up there.
I get what Lil Wayne was saying, man.
Right. That's what I was going.
Yeah. Real rap. I get it,
y'all
man.
Is something.
Nah. Y'all dudes are different out here, man.
Different down here. Y'all move different. Y'all just
cool.
Yeah. So I get it. So I prefer Mars.
However, remember we have to factor in.
You got so much else going on.
Yeah, like come on. Now is
employees reporting into you.
Right. So now is it like, is it really like self-care? Or is it like selfish because you like really tuning everything out and just focusing on yourself too much at the time? You know what I'm saying? Like,
can you...
Is there such a thing
as focusing on
yourself too much?
Okay. Okay. You're not going to trip me up on this one.
No,
I don't believe there's a such thing as focusing on yourself too much, but I do believe there's such a thing as practicing it too much. Almost, you can focus. The focus can be you, as long as it's like a pass through to make sure you're helping others. Like it can't be all about you.
Well, but then you can't focus all about yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
I always feel like there needs to be somewhat of a focus on you.
That's where I'm getting at. Like, there got to be a degree.
In order for you to be able to help
others, right. You got to be part of the process.
You got to go to the ER. You got to do things. You got to help yourself out. You got to focus on you to help other people. You got to focus on you to focus on other people.
Facts. Yeah, you got to help yourself before you help others. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your money got it right before you can help other people out monetarily.
Absolutely, hands down. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just believe that.
Right.
Self-care versus being selfish, man. I know we missed so much on this topic.
Oh, yeah. What you guys thinking?
Folks in the comments, please let us know. Self-care
versus
selfishness.
Yeah. Man. It's crazy because, you don't want to, again, you got to think, you got to look in. You got to look in.
Yeah. You got to look inward. You got to look inward.
You know what I mean? Like,
after you folks do that internal analysis, we would love to know.
And keep it a buck, too.
What you find.
Keep it a buck.
What do you find? Leave it in the comments below. If you're finding some value or anything in this video, if you're finding some value or anything in this video, please hit the like button. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. We would really, really appreciate it. This is Kissin' Tea, episode 12.
Who we rocking?
We rocking and rolling, and we're not stopping.
12.
So you might as well subscribe. You might as well hit the bell button so you can get notified every time we drop.
Because guess what?
We're not stopping.
This is going to give you some self-care.
We're not being selfish here. We're really not.
No.
Because we want to do this to share it with you all.
Yes, sir.
Although it is somewhat selfish because we're just enjoying this. This is what we do.
I mean, this is what we do. I don't think it's being selfish, though.
Nah, because we want to share it with everybody.
We want to share it. I mean, they feeling us, we feeling them.
Got the studio up for everybody to look at.
So, yeah.
It feels good. We're doing this for everyone.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the engagement. I'm not a,
You're not a guy. You're not, Are you feeling good?
Yeah, I mean, you know what it's like? I'm feeling.
The camera, you're looking good. With your off-white on?
No, I appreciate that, but not even that. It's like, I like the engagement. Not even the love. I don't even want to say, not even the intention. Like, I care less about all that shit.
Engagement.
Sorry, all that, whatever. I love the dialogue we're having. I mean, back and forth, folks hitting me back and forth. So, let's keep it moving.
Keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Kissin' Tea Podcast, episode 12.
Episode dudes.
Peace.
We out. Peace.